Hi. So I'm back and I'm going to touch on another saying that Big Mama would say. And the saying that I'm going to talk about today is something that is very common in African American households. And I know everybody has heard it if you are African American. And you may have heard it if you're not African American. Hey, we love everybody around here. Jesus loves you, and so do I. But the saying today is what's done in the dark will come to light. As a child, I believe that my grandmother would say this, and it struck fear in me because I took it as I thought it meant to just don't get caught doing something wrong. Don't get caught, because if you get caught doing something wrong, that's a whooping. Or by my grandmother, an ass whooping, because wasn't no CPS out there helping me, and I needed them for years. So I'm gonna say that as a child, like I said, it just meant to me, don't get caught doing anything wrong because my grandma's gonna find out. She knows everything. This woman got eyes in the back of her head, the side of her head, in her arms and her feet. She just knew everything. So that was one of the ones that kept me on the straight and narrow. But I also think it shaped me going into young adulthood and now middle adulthood, y'all. Middle adulthood, dang. So basically, it's just basically to me at this time in my life, it means just to move with integrity. Just move with integrity. It's like you don't have to expose anything or anybody. It's like the truth does it on its own. The truth is always going to come out. And like my grandma said, once you start lying, you got to lie to cover that lie, and that lie. So my thing is, I'm just going to be straight up and honest with you. So for experiences in my life, I would say, um, was done in the dark shall come to light. I can equate that to relationships, friendship. So basically, like I've said before, I've had a friendship. If you guys know me, you know I've had a friend. I had a friendship. Well, you saw her, you saw me, you saw me, you saw her. That type of friendship, from age 12 on to 48. But I will say this: there was no one in this world, not even if Jesus would have walked down the stairway to heaven with his Jesus sandals on, sat in my lap, and told me that this person would ever betray me and just downright be horrific behind my back in the things she would say and do. There's no way he would have told me, because I would have called him a liar, because my whole thing was this was ride or die. This is from the sandbox to pushing up daisies type of friendship. So I thought. Remember, Big Mama said, everybody that smile in your face ain't your friend. Also, them ain't your friends, that's your associate. And you know what's funny? At age 14, my father told me, dead in my face, that's not your friend. And of course, you know, we don't listen to our parents. But when I say my daddy called that one, he called that one. I had to give him all. You did. You called that at age 14. But what I'm going to say is that people can smile in your face and do all the things. And you can try your best to do everything for somebody. Bend over backwards. I have this problem of being a people pleaser. I am a people pleaser to a fault. But with the experience that's going on in my life right now, I'm learning that you can't do that. I have to please myself. Stop trying to get validation out of other people because I don't need it. I do not need it. And it's crazy that it took me all this time to understand that people pleasing personality sometimes will have you crying, have you alone, have you hurt. And basically in the end for me is I hurt myself, because why are you doing all the things for everybody else and you're not getting the same thing in return. That's the gotcha, right? So like I said, Big Mama said, all the things that's done in the dark will come to light. This is what my life experience has showed me. Basically, everybody's not raised like you. Everybody doesn't have the heart that you have. So again, the big word, discernment. You really have to have discernment. You really have to follow your gut. And still be you. Still be the person that you are. If you are a giver, if you are someone who wants to help people, and that's my thing. I love helping people. That makes me happy. That's my love language. Acts of service. Always has been. But when it comes to the point where it's hurting you in the end, you just have to let go and let God. Seriously, let go and let God. And you don't have to go looking and chasing and see it, because no matter what, the truth always reveals itself. It always comes to light. So it won't stay in the dark too long. It will not stay in the dark too long. So basically, what you take from this is that continue to move with integrity. Continue to move with honesty. We're too old at this big age and stage in our life to have to do anything like double-handed or backhanded or backstabbing. Like, who does that? The fact of the matter is, no matter what, just remember, those things that Big Mama would tell us, or your mom, they spoke from experience. They had so much life experience, and we didn't understand that. And like I keep saying that, I wish, dang, just one more day, like if heaven had a telephone, like, Mama, I understand. I understand. So now I get to pass them on to my kids. Keep those sayings in the line, going down, and understand that we have to keep them alive with these kids. This new generation is crazy. They don't do the things the way we did. These new parents don't carry or hand down the things from our culture. That is very, very important. And I make these videos to say, because I just miss the family that's not here. Like, I feel like all my aunties and uncles are gone. My grandma's gone. My parents are gone. And now I'm the big auntie. So it's my job to continue to carry down them recipes, to those sayings, how we do things, how we celebrate holidays. It is so important to continue to hand down our traditions, because if you look at it, our traditions are dying so fast because these new, what they call them, the YNs, and these girls, they different. So as our generation, I believe we're Generation X, right? We have to keep it alive. We have to keep it going. And we have to show them how important it is. And also drop that knowledge on them, because they think they know everything. Social media got them thinking they know everything. And they don't know nothing. So that's all I have to say. So remember, what's done in the dark will always come to light. Bye for now. Love ya.